Another year gone by and yet another lantern rite is upon us. Genshin Impact's version 4.4 trailer is finally out, and so without further ado, let's break it down. Although the 4.4 trailer did not have many shocking or misleading reveals like they usually do, there was this one particular detail which was kind of surprising.
What the hell?
Aether and Lumine sitting together at the table enjoying a feast for a lantern rite? Yeah, that doesn't seem right. While it would be nice to see a reunion between these long-lost siblings after so long, I don't believe the Abyss Prince or the Abyss Princess would just casually stroll into Liyue for lantern rite to enjoy dinner with their sibling. After the initial separation at the starting of the game, the twins then meet each other. Only in version 1.6 in the Archon Quest we will be reunited, followed by version 2.7 in the Chasm, where even though they didn't physically meet, there was an illusion of the twins seeing each other, as well as each twin was able to see the other twins' memories in the Chasm Archon Quest. Coming to the 3.6 Archon Quest Caribert, the traveler was able to experience the Abyss twins' past through their very own eyes in a series of memories that were induced by some ley lines that were tampered by the Abyss, or maybe by Dainsleif himself. So as you can see, all the meetings involving the siblings have been accompanied by a major Archon quest and the man himself, Dainsleif. And since that's not the case, in 4.4 Lantern Rite, I don't think the siblings are actually going to be reunited. The Lantern Rite is a festival in Liyue where people write their wishes and light up lanterns into the sky, and like somebody said in the trailer, the Lantern Rite is also an occasion for reunion. So it could be possible that what is being shown in the trailer is just a mere glimpse of what the traveler actually wants, which is to be reunited with their sibling. Coming to the next most important reveal of the 4.4 trailer is the release of a new region and expansion of the Liyue area, that is Chenyu Vale. Now the release of Chenyu Vale was highly anticipated because Chenyu Vale has got something very interesting to do with the game's lore. Apart from being home or natural habitat to many of the Adepti, Chenyu Vale is also said to be located directly under Celestia. While initially it was thought that Celestia might be floating over the region of Fontaine, through triangulation and other line methods, many users and players have speculated that it is possible that Celestia is floating directly above the region connecting Fontaine and Liyue, which is Chenyu Vale. Now earlier, I'm pretty sure we all thought that Celestia could be floating above Fontaine so as to drop a celestial nail at the most convenient point of time, but after the Fontaine Archon Quest, we know that that is not true. So now the question is, why Celestia is floating above Chenyu Vale? Why Chenyu Vale has got to do anything with Celestia at all? Yeah, it's actually a brain racker, so maybe you have to wait to the World Quest to find out. Now as for what we already know about Chenyu Vale is a natural habitat or home for a lot of Adepti. Some of these Adepti are the Herb Lord, Baishu's Master, the Carp Adeptus Fusion, who was also introduced in the trailer, and the very famous Orobashi. Orobashi, if you remember, is the giant white snake who got clapped by Raiden Shogun. Now the most interesting and funniest thing is that Orobashi was initially from Liyue, that is actually Chenyu Vale, but had to flee to Inazuma or Enkanomiya because he got clapped by Zhongli as well. Now this information is present in the description of the 4-star weapon, the Oath's Own Eye, where initially it was just mentioned Golden Lord and Narukami, but then it got changed to Deus Ori and Narukami, and we know that Deus Ori is, according to Newlet, Zhongli. Now given that Zhongli is the leader of the Adepti or the Prime Adeptus, it is possible that Chenyu Vale has got a lot of lore bombs on Zhongli and his connection to Celestia, which is something we have been speculating for quite some time now. Now towards the end of the 4.4 livestream, Dawei tells us that throughout our journey in Chenyu Vale, we will be guided by the Carp Adeptus, Fusion. Now Fusion is a wind god according to Japanese mythology and is a sibling to Raijin, the thunder god. Now Fusion and Raiden have said to be akin to Raiden Shogun and Wanderer based on their Japanese Electro Mitsudumo symbols that have been seen on their back. Now Fusion is also a Carp Adeptus. This brings us to a very popular Chinese legend. Now according to this popular Chinese legend, waterfalls were said to push carps further down the river, so one particular carp went and complained to the son-in-law of the Jade Emperor. Now hearing this particular plea, the Jade Emperor constructed longmen gates atop the waterfalls. Whichever carp was able to swim up the waterfall and cross these longmen gates was said to be able to transform into dragons. Now if you take a look at Zhongli's constellations and skills, particularly the shield skill, it is said that the Dominus Lapidus skill is said to create a shield of Jade. Zhongli's C3 constellation, which also increases the level of his E skill, is also named Jade, shimmering through darkness. Along with this, it is also known that Zhongli is the one who created the primordial Jade Wing Spear to kill a particular underwater beast known as Bakyu. Now given all this and also the fact that Zhongli's adaptal form is that of a dragon, it could be possible that Zhongli is actually the Genshin Impact version of the Chinese Jade Emperor. If this is indeed true, then it is possible that the Carp Adaptus fusion does have a lot to say about our very own Geo Archon. Now apart from Adapti, Chenyu Vale is also home to magnificent beasts like the solitary Suanni, after whom the Wushou dance of Yilong Wharf or the lion dance that Gaming does is inspired or modeled after. Now quite another important detail that was shown in the 4.4 trailer is the massive statue that we see at the middle of the Lantern Rite celebration in Liyue this time. Now in version 1.3, where we witnessed the first Lantern Rite, it was actually held to honor the deceased Adaptus known as Skybracer, who was a stag Adaptus. Now in version 3.4's Lantern Rite, the Lantern Rite was held to honor the deceased Adaptus known as Seagazer. Now from the looks of it, it seems that the Adaptus who is being honored in this year's Lantern Rite is none other than the Geo Yaksha, whose name is quite possibly Menogias. Or maybe I'm wrong and this could be just yet another Zhongli skin. Now speaking of skins, the most fantastic thing about this year's Lantern Rite is that we are getting 3 brand new skins. Along with the release of Cloud Returner, both of our children get new skins as well. And there's a free 4-star Jingyu skin to get when we play the Lantern Rite event as well. Now apart from all of these, we are getting 2 new characters, which is Cloud Retainer or xianyun and Gaming or the Lion Dance Boy. Now xianyun or Cloud Retainer will be a 5-star Anemo Catalyst DPS/healer whose elemental skill is quite possibly one of the most beautiful elemental skills I've ever seen in game, and the elemental burst will be able to deal damage as well as heal the nearby characters. Now as for Gaming will be a 4-star Pyro DPS character who possibly has way too cool looking animations to be just a 4-star.